that there's nothing on the market that can continuously monitor blood pressure, let alone take discrete measurements without a cuff. What I've developed is a patent pending breakthrough in blood pressure monitoring technology. It's an ingenious wearable device that can continuously and accurately monitor blood pressure using photoplethysmography and chart beat by beat changes in blood pressure. The ability to continuously monitor blood pressure, particularly during sleep, proves to be invaluable. My work can be described in 3 steps. First, I developed a cuffless hardware device with a photoplethysmography sensor. Second, I designed a proprietary algorithm to estimate blood pressure. And finally, I developed software to chart continuous blood pressure trends. Currently, Omron, Cardio, Mobi, iHealth, and Blip Care are some of the top-selling brands in the blood pressure monitoring devices space, and none of them are cuffless nor can monitor blood pressure continuously. With Omron's proven success in the blood pressure space over the last 4 decades, I'm sure that launching BP Lytic will be a huge success when brought to the healthcare devices market. So far, I've developed a minimum viable product which can be worn comfortably throughout the day. The main costs associated with the MVP are in its hardware components. These include an Arduino priced at around $25, a PPG sensor for $10, a Velcro watch band for $2, and a lithium-ion battery for $10. All of these components, including the resin, comprise the cost of one product with the current prototyping workflow for cost totaling under $50. Already, the device can be priced competitively at $99. BP Lytic's scientific merit has earned a coveted stamp of approval from the Aero Electronics Certification Program. Aero's program has a strong partnership with Indiegogo, a leader in crowdfunding. When ready for launch, my Aero certification will give the product higher ranking for the BP Lytic crowdfunding page and enhanced SEO for more organic traffic. The certification also gives me a badge for credibility and the chance to win additional equity-free funding from Aero's other partners, including AT&T. Marketing strategies for BP Lytic include crowdfunding and later direct-to-consumer sales, and the target audience is anyone who wants to keep tabs on their health. The road to the MVP was not an easy one. I saw everything including failed prototypes, toxic resin spills, inaccurate results, and soldering burns before my product was ready. As Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've found 10,000 different ways that won't work." This quote inspired me throughout this project, and I didn't give up. My perseverance kept me going, and I was successful in the end. Healthcare professionals, including doctors at Sutter Health and researchers at Stanford, have had an unanimously positive response to BP Lytic and believe that it's a game changer and will disrupt the medical sector when released for sale in the near future.
Sherry, do you have any questions for them?
I'm just wondering, did you come upon any challenges or anything that didn't work along the way that you had to change the direction you were going with the project?
Yeah, actually, I had to completely change the direction several times. So first, I was trying to do this using an Apple Watch, which didn't reveal the APIs I needed. So those were all hidden within Apple's ecosystem. So I had to scrap that idea and then move forward with a more like custom hardware approach. So I built a prototype. Unfortunately, I don't have access to my prototype since the lockdown left them all at school, but I had like a bulky, huge prototype. It was in the video too. And after that, I used a machine learning only approach, but I figured that doesn't work because the PPG signal is very jittery, like it's not a clean signal. So in order to get the relevant information and the features out of the signal, I needed to pre-process the data using continuous wavelet transforms, which is the technique I'm using now.
Thank you.
I have a question. How durable is this product? Was it tested for durability? I know it's supposed to be on your wrist. We know a lot of folks are active nowadays, running and moving around. Was it tested in that capacity?
So right now it hasn't been tested for wearability or durability. The focus has been on keeping the battery life longer, making the form factor sleeker. But right now it's made of resin, which is a pretty durable material. It's been 3D printed using DLP. So it's a more smooth, comfortable feel, but we haven't tested waterproofing or durability.
Okay. Thanks.
Next is the solar charged water bottle from Solar Aqua Tech.
Hi, we are the Solar Aqua Tech team. First of all, we're very honored to be here. My name is Emily Truskowski.
I'm Claire Wallachy.
And I'm David Zane.
And I'm David Mo.
Today, 785 million people don't have access to potable water, and 1 out of 9 people in the world still have unsanitized water in their own home faucet systems. Everyone wants protection against waterborne diseases and harmful chemicals no matter where you live. Thomas Edison once said, "I'd put my money on the sun and solar energy. What a source of power." The team and I took this advice and invested into solar energy to power up the reaction in the bottle. It cleanses the water through the forward and reverse reactions of hydrogen peroxide with a catalyst to speed it up. This way, our bottle is solar, sustainable, on demand, in situ, and self-sanitizing. Claire, can you please tell us more about where we came up with this idea?
Our idea came into fruition in our honors chemistry class. We studied the forward and reverse reactions of hydrogen peroxide. A photoelectric chemical catalyst can produce hydrogen peroxide in an appreciable amount. Noticing the sustainable forward and reverse reactions of hydrogen peroxide, we researched its benefits. Hydrogen peroxide kills all known waterborne pathogens and eliminates harmful chemicals and heavy metals. This sparked our invention idea to create a solar, on-demand, self-sanitizing, and sustainable water bottle. David, please show us our first water bottle prototype.
So here is the water bottle, and here is the solar cap, which connects the electrodes to the solar cell. And this is the inner tube that contains the electrodes, which transfers the energy into the water. And our team went outside to test the voltage produced by the solar panel over here, and the result was 5 volts. This is more than enough to produce hydrogen peroxide from water and air. And here I'm going to show you how the sanitization process works. We're going to pour the dirty water into this bottle, and we'll put the inner tubing, put the solar cap on, and we shake it. Afterwards, we can take off the cap, take the inner tube out, and here we go. We have the clean water. Emily, please show us our marketing plan.
So who is our target audience? Psychographically, we are targeting people who travel, people who participate in outdoor adventures, and especially people who want extra protection for their water. Overall, anyone who needs clean water. So let's talk about the money. The Solar Aqua Tech bottle costs $60. Other competitors such as Crazy Cap, Life Straw, and Aqua Tabs lack in the area of sanitation or sustainability. So Claire, can you please summarize the uniqueness of our product?
Our product is unique because it approaches water sanitization in a cost-effective, efficient, eco-friendly, and sustainable way. Our prototype is designed to effectively eliminate all of the viruses, bacteria, heavy metals, and harmful chemicals throughout the water, unlike our competitors that only kill surface-level contaminants. treatments. We use solar energy to help sanitize the water, which adds to the sustainability of our product by eliminating the need for batteries and electricity. The Solar Aquatech bottle is reusable, therefore reducing plastic water bottle waste. As we worked on this concept, we asked, can we apply solar aqua technology to large-scale water treatment facilities to benefit the general population? David Mao?
The answer is yes. This is the 3D printed Solar Aquatech tank, and it is just like a giant water bottle, except that you cannot shake it. So we devised a stirrer, and this is all solar powered. So Emily, why should we win first prize?
We should win first prize because this technology is the future of the world. Not only is our invention a simple water bottle, but it can also be implemented on a larger scale through our water tank prototype like David Mo just explained. In order to advance our technology, we met with the Ridgewood Water Department. We discussed the current water system flow chart shown in Claire's background. They were very enthusiastic and very supportive of our project. They even suggested that Solar Aquatech might even replace chlorine as the primary sanitizing agent that they currently use. Our project will pave the road to widespread water treatment, improving communities around the world in a new way of water sanitization. Our invention could literally change the world, just like Thomas Edison did. Before ending this presentation, we would like to thank our subject matter experts, Professor Hu from Yale and the Ridgewood Water Department, along with the Thomas Edison Pitch Contest for the opportunity. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
So let me ask you this: shaking the bottle itself purifies the water, the dirty water in the bottle, and you talk about possibly, substituting that with the chlorine supply that we use, with the chlorine that we use in our water now. What's the future look like as far as, building plants and production? Have you guys looked at that? Have you guys kind of explored that?
So we did explore it with the Visual Water Department, and at the end, the second to last step of water purification is GAC, granulated activated carbon. And after that, chlorine must be controlled, monitored, and added to the water to purify it. But instead of that, we plan to make in situ on demand hydrogen peroxide, so to reduce costs of water treatments and to make it simpler.
Got you. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Okay, it looks like we're at the very end now with Inhale Right. So Inhale Right team, come on up, talk to us.
All right, you guys can unmute yourself and start whenever you're ready.
All right. Hi, we are Inhale Right from Ridgewood High School. My name is Alex Cho.
I'm Skylar Snow.
I'm Alex Jody.
I'm Shwasta Hari.
And I'm Michael Walters. I suffer from asthma. Every day, 30,000 Americans like me suffer an asthma attack, and over 5,000 end up in the ER. I, along with 590.4 million other worldwide, use inhalers for my respiratory illness. However, I've always found it tough to use. My fingers are very weak, and I often struggle to depress the plunger. Sometimes I found that in my panic, I need up to 4 or 5 doses for my breathing to return to normal.
One day, Michael had a bad asthma attack. We noticed how much trouble he had operating the inhaler. It was then that we decided that we would work on designing a product to help him. We discovered that over 90% of people with inhalers use them incorrectly. During proper actuation, laminar flow is achieved, allowing approximately 45% of medication to reach the lungs, while improper form causes turbulent flow, reducing the medication delivered just to 4 to 5%, explaining why Michael needed multiple doses. Incorrect inhaler use constitutes 2 million emergency room visits annually, which makes up 25% of all ER visits in a given year. These visits are expensive and cost thousands of dollars to both the patient and their insurance company. Most errors occur in the placement of the inhaler in the mouth, coordination of actuation and breathing, and the time one holds their breath. Through more research and firsthand experience from Michael, we realized that many of these issues stem from the difficulty in physically depressing the inhaler. After running several tests, we determined that the minimum force needed to depress the plunger was compared to the average human's maximum strength
So incorporating what we learned from our research, our latest version of the product addresses the physical strength needed to depress the inhaler as well as the proper technique, which is the biggest issue with inhaler use today. Our invention is a sleeve with a shelf that has a chamfered hole in the center of it. Underneath the inhaler, we have a stepper motor located right here connected to a corkscrew. As you can see, the corkscrew is threaded through the center of the chamfered hole so that when the motor turns, the sleeve comes down to depress the plunger and actuate the inhaler. Our design, not pictured here, also has a speaker that would perform similarly to the AviQ EpiPen. The speaker would give the user an audible countdown before actuating the inhaler, and it would instruct users to hold their breath and inform users when they can stop. We also have an LED at the top of the sleeve that would work in sync with the speaker. This light would be programmed to stay lit for around 7 seconds and would shut off to indicate that users can stop holding their breath. Our product is an add-on piece to the standard inhaler that is easy to use and will drastically improve drug delivery by promoting proper usage. This will lead to better outcomes and help users avoid hospital visits.
Now that you know what our product does, we will discuss our marketing plan. Our target audience consists of doctors, specifically allergy and asthma specialists, because they will be able to recommend our product to their patients. We believe that doctors will like InhaleRight when they see for themselves that it greatly improves drug delivery and leads to better outcomes for their patients. We hope that their patients will also see that it works, makes their inhalers easier to use, and reduces trips to the ER. Our objective is to eventually convince the healthcare industry that InhaleRight will reduce the overall cost of treatment, making it a necessary add-on for any inhaler. In order to do that, pending FDA approval, our strategy is to first test our product by offering a small group of doctors free samples of InhaleRight to give to their patients. From these patients, we will not only gain valuable feedback for further development, but also data on InhaleRight's effectiveness in reducing ER visits and improving outcomes. Armed with this data, we will eventually convince more doctors to recommend our product and sell it for a profit. Our final goal is to pitch our product to insurance companies as a way to reduce their costs by reducing ER visits. For small batch production, each product will cost us $9.79 in raw materials. Once we start selling for a profit, we plan to charge $50. While we plan to offer the product initially through doctors' offices, we will eventually move it to pharmacies. To promote the product, we plan to provide doctors with informational brochures and will create a website with research, education on usage, and testimonials.
As an add-on attachment for one of the medical industry's most widespread devices, InhaleRight is an invention that can effectively improve millions of lives while reducing the burden on the healthcare industry. Respiratory diseases are common and rapidly increasing in frequency, so our invention is highly relevant. Currently, no other product like ours exists in the market, and the inhaler's design has remained unchanged for the past 50 years. InhaleRight is affordable and practical and can be mass-produced. We deserve to win first place because our invention has tremendous potential to impact the quality of life for over 500 million inhaler users worldwide and can significantly reduce overall medical costs. We hope that you, too, can see the vision for our product. Thank you.
Very nicely done, right on time. Questions from our judges?
Did it work the first time?
So actually, we went through a bunch of different iterations of our product. The initial iteration didn't actually have any electric components at all. If you saw the video, our initial design, it was just the sleeve, and we had a bite plate mounted on the bottom of it. And basically what the user would do is they put it in their mouth and they bite down onto it to actuate the inhaler. So the initial idea behind that was that instead of using the relatively weak muscles in the fingers, we take advantage of the stronger muscles in the jaws to actuate the inhaler. After we spoke to a bunch of experts, we spoke to Dr. Suzanne Lee, who's an expert in the field, and we sort of talked about our design, and she had a couple concerns with it. First and foremost, when you bite down on anything, your throat muscles, they clench up, and that can restrict airflow and can promote turbulent flow, which causes the medication particles to stick to the sides of your throat and get stuck in your mouth. And furthermore, the act of biting in itself, it would cause scoring on the bottom of the soft plastic of the inhaler. And also when the position of the bite plate in the mouth, it allowed for some air gaps right here that would allow medicine to escape, and it would break the airtight seal. So that's why we decided to switch to the electric design. And we had several more prototypes just to get the sizing of the chamfered hole quite right.
Thank you.